This is Merced County Transparency, and this is a revisit to the Merced County offices. I'm out here with Anthony X. I'll be putting a link to his channel in the description. The first couple minutes of the video are from the original visit, so you could see what happened since the video was taken down due to privacy complaints.
You don't have my permission to record me. Stop. You don't have my permission. Stop.
Can I ask you a question?
No. You don't have my permission. Stop. You need to stop.
We're not allowed.
Whoa,
cameras
hey, you
over
can't,
here.
hey, you can't touch me like that.
Okay, can you out?
What's your
please?
problem?
Can you go out?
This is
please?
a public office, right?
Can you get out?
You can't touch me like that.
Can you get out, please?
What's your name and position here?
Can you get out, please?
What is your name and position here?
You don't need to know.
Do you work here?
No.
I'll find it out with the Freedom of Information Act.
Good.
What's your name?
Let me call the police.
Your client?
Yes. Here.
Okay. When
Sir,
your
could I
client is in
get
here,
sir,
you
could I
don't
get
have
your
the
name and
permission.
position?
Let me show you. Let me show you something. You are now breaking the law.
I'm not breaking the law.
Here.
This is a public lobby.
Here.
Can I get your name and position?
Here.
Come on outside.
No. Go ahead and tell it to me right here.
Come on, more
No,
around.
no.
Come on outside.
No.
Take a
No
recording
public.
of that. Take a recording of that.
Okay. What's your reason for recording?
What's your name and position?
What's your reason for recording? Is that what you need?
No, I haven't. I've been harassed since I got in here.
Well, we're not harassing you, but we're asking you to leave.
Yeah.
You've been asked to leave.
I'm a member of the public. I'm filming peacefully, all right? You guys are the ones coming up to me, bothering me.
What do I need to help you with?
You don't
As a
need
member of
to
the
help
public,
me.
how may I help
You don't need to help
How may
me.
I help you?
My business is right here with
What's
this
your
camera.
business? Let me help you out. What's
Freedom of press. I'm conducting an audit
Where's
right
your
now.
press certification?
I don't need a certification.
Yes, you do.
Where's your press?
What's your
Because-
name and position here?
Okay,
I asked
big
you.
time news.
I will Freedom of Information Act, and
told
I
you.
will file a
Stop.
complaint against
Stop.
you. No, don't tell me to
Listen.
stop.
Listen.
I will not stop. You
Listen.
stop and listen. Identify yourself with your name and your
I've
position.
told you that
You're a
right
public
there.
employee.
You've been told.
No, you
My
did
name
not
is
tell me.
Boy Mraz.
Now you've said it.
You've been told.
And what's your
And you've
position
been
here?
asked
And
to
what's your
leave.
position here to
I'm
ask
a
me to leave?
social worker. You've been
What-
asked to leave. You've
No.
been asked to leave.
That does nothing.
Yes, it
What
is.
is that?
You have not identified yourself as press, and I have clients who have the right to confidentiality.
What's it
here.
say?
You need to leave. You want me to read it to you?
If
Get the camera out of my face. I'm gonna tell you again.
just making sure you didn't want to touch me while the camera wasn't on you.
I don't wanna touch you.
Okay. Just
You do know we keep confidential.
hey, why
documents
are
that
you
way,
up this close to me, man?
So you can hear me.
You bumped
So you
into
can
me.
hear me.
No, that's bull.
Okay, you're
No,
recording. You would have saw me bump into you, but
No, he did not.
you're not allowed to get confidential documents. And you are.
So what? You're
recording
what?
confidential
So why would
documents
why would you think it's allowed for you to bump into me
I
like that?
bumped into you?
Yeah. I'm back here. I see you hiding behind the garbage can.
Why are you recording me?
Why are you acting so silly? You're recording me through the
You're
wall.
recording me.
You're a public worker. You created a public record
Did I? How do you know?
by recording me, and I'm gonna request it. You better not delete it, or else that's a misdemeanor.
Well,
We're good right now.
What was that?
We're good right now.
Oh, okay. Just let me know if there's anything I can assist you with.
Yeah, we may be doing some FOIA requests because we had some bad experiences here in the last week.
You're doing what? I'm sorry, I couldn't understand what you first said.
We may do a FOIA request. I'm not sure, but we'll let you know.
Okay. Just let me know community assistance.
Appreciate you. Oh, there's your buddy.
See, they put up a lot of new papers up here.
Your buddy's over here.
Oh yeah. More?
The one in the blue vest had
Oh, okay.
Mr.
Yeah.
Don't take my picture.
Need to find out his name.
He just went in that little door right there. I saw him coming, so I gave him the hand signal where I went.
I
I
like
think
that.
they've been educated. I don't think they're gonna bother us. They'd be pretty
Yeah.
crazy to bother us the second time.
Yeah, it's a lot different now.
Violate someone's rights again?
How's it going? I speak to a supervisor?
You're requesting to speak to the supervisor?
Okay, I'll get a hold of it.
Would you like to identify properly this time, sir? We'll give you the opportunity to correct your behavior.
And I'll
Yes,
get
not,
the
guys.
supervisor to you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much for your help. You've been very helpful.
You're welcome.
Guys, that's how it should be. Just be friendly, smile, say hello, see if we need any help, but don't get in someone's face. Don't tell them you can't record in a public building. I'm gonna ask them about those signs too. We're gonna request with the supervisor to get these signs down. If not, I might just take them down.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of these are.
What's the worst thing that happens, guys? They sue me for 5 cents for the copy.
Sir?
Yes.
That should be right up.
Perfect. And what's your name for the record, please?
My name is Shauna.
Sean, I appreciate you. You've been very helpful.
No problem.
Alright, so the supervisor will be out. We're gonna try to get when I say we guys, meaning Merced County Transparency team. This is his show, guys. We're just here for backup. But he's gonna do some public records requests. We're gonna make sure they respect our rights and try to get these unlawful or unconstitutional signs taken down. The employees only is fine. It's the no recording sign that I'm worried about.
Yeah, I'm out here with Anthony X. Basically, we're gonna try and identify all these employees that didn't want to identify themselves. We're gonna do some Freedom of Information Act requests, and
Hopefully get these unconstitutional signs
Yeah.
taken down.
these signs right here. You know, anybody receiving services should be able to film their transactions with the government. That's just not right here.
And guys, I know what you're thinking, like it's their building, their rules, but this is our building. We, the taxpayers, pay for it. What if I came in and I was trying to gather information for someone else, for an elderly, or myself, for example, like when I had my truck accident where I thought I was a truck, my short-term memory is not 100%. What if I want to record and document my encounter for future reference? That's unconstitutional, guys. And honestly, there's no law that says you can't record in public. It's that simple. If you can see it, you can record it. It's also our constitutional right. So not only is it lawful, it's constitutionally protected. That simple. There's no gray area. There's no gray zone. But definitely go check out Merced County Transparency on his YouTube channel. I'll leave a link in the description. But last time he was here, not only did they try to lock him out, they refused to identify properly. They were hiding behind hard signs. It was pretty silly. Trying to, in a sense, almost passing, prevent him from recording. That's actually a Day and Act violation of the California Civil Code 52.1, subsection B. California Condemnation. That's a minimum $25,000 fine in particular. You can't stop people from recording. You can ask them. The free country, but you can't physically try to prevent them from doing it. Got all the samples here, guys. If anyone has questions, you might put them in. They're all hiding in that second door in the back room now. Came prepared.
Yeah. And won't print it out.
We'll definitely have to do a revisit in the near future. Give it like a few weeks. We'll come back like we were discussing, put those signs up about the
Yeah.
public photography is okay.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah, a lot of those signs they just put up since the last time.
Are you okay, Shauna?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Of course she's okay. Why wouldn't she be okay?
Can I get your
Not
name
like
and
you that
position,
gets
sir?
all aggressive. That's the guy who literally went out of his way, approached that gentleman right here, and whined about not being recorded, yet he made it his purpose to be recorded.
Hi.
Yeah, he didn't want to be filmed, but he followed me around everywhere.
Right, so- I always think it's interesting when someone goes out of their way to linger in front of you while you're recording, just to say they don't want to be recorded and how much they don't like it. Well, don't linger in front of the cameraman. It's like jumping in a swimming pool and saying, hey, I don't want to get wet. Well, guys, it's been about 15 minutes, and the supervisor hasn't shown up yet, but we have all day.
So I have the supervisor just emailed back, she said that she's in a meeting still, but she's trying to get out of the meeting. That's what it
Perfect.
says in the email.
Okay.
Appreciate you updating us. We'll
Thank
be
you.
here. Thank you.
No problem.
Might have to bring a sleeping bag.
No. Don't worry, man. I got my app's on the phone. I can order some Uber Eats
Yeah.
or order Domino's or something. We'll have them deliver a pizza.
Just hang out.
You want to talk with me?
Oh, you're a supervisor?
I am.
Yes, I would like to talk to you. I would like to get some the identification of these employees here.
I
have their
can't
pictures.
discuss personnel,
So
but I can help you guys with
it's actually
services.
public record. So how can we do it under salary transparency in California? That's all public record. But we public. So
Yeah.
what we're gonna do is he's gonna submit this.
Okay.
You have 10 days to comply. If you don't follow within 10 days, you're actually committing a misdemeanor. You'll be
Okay.
in uncompliance.
Okay. Yeah, you can give me whatever you want, and I can go ahead and
And
sign
whether
it
you
again.
guys submit, I mean, you have to submit it, whether you give us information or not, that's up to whoever's the director of the department.
Sure.
But it is public information, everyone that works here. And for the record, what's your name, please?
Lindsay.
Lindsay, perfect. So why is it that we can't get their names? How can we file a complaint if we don't know who they are?
You're welcome to file a complaint. I can get you the complaint record, and you guys can
Well,
put whatever
how
you
can we
want.
put a complaint though if we don't know who they are?
You can submit the pictures, and then I can add that to it, and then
So
personnel will
why
have
is
the
it,
record.
isn't it your policy to identify to any member of the public upon request? It's not I'm not asking for their home address, I'm not asking for
Right.
their social.
I'll present everything to
You-
my boss, and then they'll get everything back to you.
Just the last name would be fine, we don't even need their first name, or
Okay.
an employee number, something so
Give
we
me
can-
everything you guys want, and I will submit it all, and then I can get you all the answers that
So
you
this
need.
gentleman's gonna be the one submitting those
Okay.
Yeah.
records. Before we get into that, I do have another request, since you are the supervisor. What can we do to get these signs taken down? Those unconstitutional signs, just the photography ones.
I can submit that for you as
Yeah,
well.
I'd like to get those taken down, because that's actually it. Technically, that's a Bain Act violation.
Yeah.
We're press, we're operating under the First Amendment, freedom of press. That's a constitutional violation right there, and potentially a $25,000 fine for anyone who tries to enforce that
Okay.
on there.
So again, I can get you the complaint form right now if you want.
So
you guys can add
I'm just gonna give
everything
it to you
onto it.
verbally, and if you could document it, that's actually
Sure.
by law that's allowed. And if you could say, good citizen, or call me guy with a camera, would like to put in a request to have all the signs throughout the lobby areas, just so you know which ones I'm talking about. Just these ones right here, not them, we're not gonna go into restricted areas, that's definitely understandable. But this sign right here saying that we can't record, what if I came in and I had a bad memory? Like for me, for example, I actually had an accident about a year ago, and it's hard for me to have my short-term memory is very, how you say, kind of comes and goes. What if I was trying to gather content for the information for someone else, for like an elderly that I want to, relay the information? What if I was working on a story protected under the First Amendment, freedom of press? Can't say that. You could put it, if you reword it, please be respectful of people's information, that'd be fine. But saying that we can't record, that's unacceptable. So my request to you, get all of these down. There's about half dozen throughout the lobbies.
Yeah.
They look relatively new. And with my OCD, I'm not even gonna make a complaint that they're crooked. I just would like them taken down.
Okay. I'll definitely add that to
If
the
you could
form.
where that on some type of paper and date it and stamp it, if you have the stamp, if not, to sign and date it, and then give me a copy of that.
Yeah.
And then I'll come back in 2 weeks to see where we're at.
Sure.
That'd be great. And then that conducts my business, and then
Anything else?
Yes, I have this. I want to go through this with you. I'm gonna want the ID of all these employees,
Okay.
the identification number, and their 2021, 2022 salaries. This is all the same person right here. Couldn't get a clear shot of her face, but I'm sure you know who she is. She probably works with you every day. So I'm gonna need all these
kinda seems like we
employees,
have to go through all this just to get their information.
all their IDs. So everybody who's in the picture, 2021 salary and 2022, and then
I think that might be
this
gray
one-
there in the middle. I'm not sure.
This one was recording me. She created a public record, so I'd like to request that record of whatever pictures or recording she took of me
Okay.
for that day. That would be March 20th. I have it all written down here.
And if you could let her know too, if she deletes that, now that it's a public record, that's actually a misdemeanor crime in California. Since she was doing it on the clock while working, whether it's a public phone or her personal phone, personal phone or company phone.
So
Thank you for typing that up.
I have it set up so you could just email me all this information to my email right here, mercedcountytransparency@gmail.com. And I'm going to request your policy on taking pictures of the public while on duty, as well as identifying to members of the public when asked, along with all the other information. And this is left blank because as far as I request employee ID, salary, and all that, because I don't know any of the names. So that was my first step I was trying to get done, but
And I guess another
I guess
question
you'll
is,
just do it all at
other
once.
than the public records request, since you are a supervisor, what is your policy, written into your policy for taking pictures or videos of members of the public? Is that something that's tolerated, or?
I can include all that in the.
No, I'm just curious, what, do you know off the top of your head though, what your policy is for that?
Yeah.
Like right now, if I got a job with you, and I kind of, not trying to, but I went through your orientation and whatnot,
All that stuff.
would I be allowed to go out there and just start taking pictures of people or people coming in? No, I'm just curious, would I be allowed to, or would you reprimand me and say, hey, you can't do that?
It would just be on a case by case basis.
So it is tolerable then, so according to you then, we are allowed to take, members of, that work here are allowed to take random pictures or videos of members of the public?
So I'll write all this up and I'll add it to your form.
But my question is,
Okay.
according to you though,
I'll
it sounds
answer it on the form.
on there.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like you already answered it, saying that it's kind of on a base to base. It sounds like you have your discretion that you're allowed to do it.
I didn't say that.
Well, that's what it sounds like.
Oh, so I'll clarify. I didn't
Okay,
say that.
perfect.
But I'll write it all down for you,
Perfect.
okay?
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Let me collect this paper that fell down here. Excuse me.
Is something involved?
And I just want to feel, would it be a, I don't see you as one, but is it policy to wear name badges or no?
Yeah, we all have badges.
But you guys, is it policy to wear them while you're working? Where's your badge? Does it do any good if it's backwards and under your shirt?
I don't go out into the field.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but that kind of defeats the purpose. I'm not trying to give you a hard time, I'm just trying to, these people here created this, what's happening right now.
Okay. So I will submit all of this and
All right.
get back from the people that have those answers, and then you guys can pick it up.
Could you do it? I don't know if you want it, but would you like a copy?
Oh yeah,
of this
I would like it copied, signed, and
That
stamped.
you received this.
Yeah.
with the
Can
date and all that.
you go okay if
Yeah,
I
yeah.
step out and go?
Oh, yeah,
and get
definitely.
that?
Of course.
I'll be right back.
Take your time.
Thank you.
And then again, just a reminder, if I can get that, my information request.
Your what?
The information I requested as well.
Is it in addition to what's on your paper?
He's separate from me. I don't
Go ahead,
know.
we'll let you finish
Well, I'll
that
write
first.
it up and then we can add to it. How's
Okay.
that?
Okay, perfect. So guys, she's being a little passive aggressive. She was friendly, guys, but just the simple fact that she is a supervisor, and she won't answer simple questions like if you're supposed to wear a name tag. She says she's supposed to wear it, but she has it completely backwards where it's blank under her t-shirt where she had to pull it up like she was hiding something. What's the purpose of wearing a name tag if it's not on the front where the public can see it or someone else can see it? I mean, if it's just for other staff members that work here, they should already know who she is. I would imagine that would be in case she says she's not in the field, but she's dealing with a member of the public right now. Why would she not wear that name tag? Second of all, how hard is it to answer a simple question? Are you allowed to record members of the public? If I worked here and I was behind this counter and I started taking pictures of the people coming and getting services, I would probably be reprimanded, potentially fired. It is what it is. Stay tuned.
Yeah, when I came back that first day, they all had their name tags backwards, and some of them were like
One of my
holding it
previous
and
audits, I made
keeping
a
it on.
recommendation that they would put double-sided name tags. That way, if they flip over, you can't.
Yeah. All right.
I even asked her for in the beginning.
You were
Yeah,
asking her about
signs.
the signs, yeah.
Brain dead. Told her my short-term memory, man.
Well, I was pointing at it to her while you were
Yeah,
telling
yeah.
her, so she could try and remember, but I don't think she
couldn't
remembered.
either. I told no, that ever since then, my memory hasn't been 100%.
Yeah. I think she's coming.
At least we'll just call him Fernando, the guy in the blue vest. At least he learned his lesson because today he didn't bother you.
Yeah. Didn't ask me to leave or anything.
Would you mind repeating You need to make sure I have everything that you want on there.
I will. Thank you.
And do you need these a copy? I mean, do you want me to make a copy? Do you want these back?
I would say
Yeah, I would like a copy.
You want a copy of all this back?
Yeah.
Okay. So just double check that if I need to update.
And then
it.
my request, if you could write it down and then give me a copy, was just about the signs being taken down.
I added it onto this one, but
Oh,
if
so
you
that-
want,
that's fine, yeah,
if
if
you
you
want
did-
it separate, I can do
No, if
separate.
you got it, that's fine.
You can. You want to
No, it's
make
fine.
sure?
Yeah, I'll talk. I'll speak
I
with
have
him.
the short-term memory issue.
I'll
too.
speak with him. I couldn't remember either. When you were walking back, I was like, I was brain dead.
That's how I am all the time.
And again, I appreciate you being very cordial here and helpful.
Oh. Yeah, she put the sign thing on you.
Perfect.
Do you want to review it?
Well, I trust him.
One thing I asked was it be sent to my email on there.
Do you want the whole response to this sent to your email?
Yeah, all the information
Okay.
that I got.
Let me go update
Yeah.
that, and I'll bring out a new one. Okay.
And just a a signed copy of all the pictures I sent. So this
Explain
this
to me again.
like-
Sorry.
all these pictures I
Yeah.
gave to you. I want a copy of those so we know what pictures were submitted.
Yeah. So
Look
I
like
wrote right here. I will attach all of this.
Oh, okay.
Is that
Make sure that
Yeah.
remember that. How many pictures is he submitting?
okay?
Is it like 8 pictures? Is it 9
Sure.
pictures?
So 2 documents with
My
questions.
recommendation is on each individual paper there.
Mhm.
If you could put like just sign it or stamp it if you have whatever's good for you,
Mhm.
and then make a copy of it
Yeah.
and give him back a copy. That's how
Sure.
I feel.
That's what I would like is
Okay,
just
yeah.
sign a
We'll go with
copy.
that.
All right,
We'll
thank
go
you.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get in your business there, but it seems like she wasn't quite
Oh
understanding.
yeah, you helped explain it.
Yeah, it's not rocket science. Just sign and date it or stamp it, whatever. Give you back a copy. We're all good.
Yeah, sign and date everything.
Because she could say, "Oh, she submitted a bunch of pictures."
So only 3. She only does 3
Yeah.
or
She does,
something.
well, what happened to the other guy?
Oh yeah, she's coming.
I do not have color, so these were in black and white.
Oh, that's fine.
Do
That's
you want the
fine.
black and white copy, or do you want the color copy?
Yeah, I'll take the black and white so you can identify them easier.
Do you want to review what I added on the last paragraph? And then I labeled all the copy as received, and I numbered them.
Do you have business card by any chance or no?
Yeah, I can go grab one.
Perfect. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
And just for these type of records, who are you submitting them to just for our records?
My boss and everybody above me.
Is it like a different building, like a district manager?
Merced. We're a satellite office. The main
Okay.
office is in Merced.
Got it.
And then that's where our
Perfect.
finance is.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Looks good.
Okay, that's good.
So yeah, so
Okay.
you're gonna email it to me, right? Or
Yes.
You put
So
it-
on
yeah,
this,
okay.
they will email. It won't be me. It will
Okay.
be whoever
All
needs
right.
it. Okay. I'll
All
get
right.
the card right now.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Alright guys, there you go. So just submitted some public records. Hopefully they do the right thing and actually get back to him. You'd be surprised how many times I put in public record requests and they try to find a reason to either prolong it or just deny you access.
Yeah, I did it again, and I added the email part.
all right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a business card. Thank you.
Perfect. Appreciate your help. You've been very helpful. Have a good
All
day.
right, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Alright guys, so we are finished with our public record. Oh, go ahead.
That's okay. Don't lock the door. We're closed.
Oh, you're closed for lunch or?
We closed for lunch. I have to send everybody out.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, get out of here.
Yeah, these are going.
Those darn rules. Enjoy your lunch. Take care.
All right, guys, we got our complaint forms. We got our Public Freedom of Information Act in. I think we're good. A lot better treatment this time. I love your hand signals.
They probably just educated him, that's why he didn't stop.
So there's like two that showed up?
There's an SUV one.
Oh, shit.
That's what I saw, because I parked down there about a block,
Uh-huh.
and I looked at my mirror, and I'm like, from my mirror, I couldn't tell if it was a cop. It's like a black and white. I'm like, oh, that's a cop.
I can't believe they called the cops again.
And you see, that's how it usually happens. You take off, you think everything's going smooth.
Yeah.
He's probably already gone now.
Oh, he's there. So might as well cook Chris's gas.
I'm gonna go see if I can look at his computer screen, guys, and get the call number if they called.
It's closed.
Make sure there's no contraband in here.
It's not a canine, is it? They got that screen on it. It's locked, huh? Well, maybe he just came to eat lunch with them. Me and Anthony X are already signed off, and he sends me a message saying that the police came. So we hurried back over here. Seems like this SUV was up here, and we saw one back in the parking lot. And I actually saw one when I was close to my vehicle. I'm thinking they're just sweeping around, maybe looking for us for some reason. What's that one? Oh, extra lights.
The office is closed. Daniels, California, baby. Hell yeah. Like I said, it's against my policy to leave while the police are still here, or at least minimum until they acknowledge that we're not breaking any laws.
The supervisor was somewhat helpful, real polite. Did all our paperwork. Got the Freedom of Information Act request in. Got the complaint form request. And all that done. We were on the way out. We're like, it's a big turnaround, you know. She was a little bit withholding on the information, basic information that a supervisor should know. But other than that, she was helpful. And now the police were called. Anthony saw them on his way out. Said, hey, get back here. Got a couple cops, one in the front, one in the back. And I even saw one on a different road nearby, about a block and a half away, when I was getting to my vehicle. So obviously they called the cops. We're just gonna wait here until the cops leave. So it's a big turn of events to, you know, for this office to call the police on two people just practicing their First Amendment rights peacefully. So we'll see what happens. Hello, officers. Get your name and badge number.
Badge is 738, yes sir.
Thank you.
Officer Worrell, badge 744.
Oh, thank you.
No problem, have a good day, sir.
You too.
Badge number 738.
You know the drill, huh?
Yes sir.
You get your identity badge?
Y'all have a good day, alright?
All right, you too.
I don't. Could you give me an incident card though with the incident number, please? For this call? So I'm just curious, did you guys, they called on us, I'm assuming? Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, we were talking with the supervisor, getting some public records, and she never once said, oh, you guys are violating any policies, or she never said to leave, so I'm wondering why she called the police. I'm just
It
curious,
was
what was
more-
the call for?
It was more that the employees had questions in regards to your guys' First Amendment rights.
Perfect.
So Officer Worrell responded, pretty much provided, education.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Because sometimes misunderstandings occur.
Right.
So in this situation, we're just educating, staff here. in
And you
regards
guys,
to-
you had your body cam on the whole time in there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Yes, sir. It's still on
Yeah,
right
I was
now.
surprised that you guys
Okay.
came because and you probably heard, we've been here before. I was here a while back. I don't remember the exact date, but a year ago or so.
Right.
And a lady from Wells Fargo was upset that we were recording outside in the street,
Right.
minding my own business.
Right.
She went to your intercom over there by your little station.
Yeah.
And the person on the intercom, she was super professional. She was super cordial. She's like, "Hey, he's just exercising his rights." And
That's my name too. We usually don't respond.
could you write your name on the back of the sheet?
Sure.
or
We
something?
usually don't respond, but in this situation, like I said, we're educating the public.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Because we don't want miscommunications or incidents. You know what I mean?
So I'm just curious if you guys had some training. You guys handled this very professionally. Have you guys had special training on this, or?
I've dealt with it. It's my third agency, so
Right.
I'm very familiar with guys that are doing the same thing that you are, and I think it's a good thing.
The first time
Right
I
on.
came out here about 2 years ago, you had two of your silver SUVs. They were like the unmarked units. They were both following me for a good hour, taking turns. Anytime I get close, they would switch places and take turns. I had to kind of ambush them in a sense. At the downtown on the one-way street, I had to wait for them to go by. I started crossing in front of them to get his picture, and I'm like, it's just a camera. I thought
I
it was
got
kinda
you.
silly, though.
We got him too, so we're videoing and
Yeah.
recording everything that we do, just like you're doing that. So
That's how it should be.
it's no big thing.
Perfect.
And that's the incident number there too. So like I said, we just came here. My partner told you, just educated them on their rights, and then ultimately, what your guys' rights are too.
Right.
So that way they can be educated. That's what it's
Yeah,
all
what we're
about.
doing, we're putting in some public records requests, and then also some concerns that they had some unlawful signage that we put a request for them to submit it to their corporate over in Merced about what we can do to get those signs taken down on there. But it's weird though, because like I said, the supervisor was actually very cordial, very professional.
She said that she is willing to answer any question they had. That's Lindsay. So
Yeah.
she said she didn't speak
Well,
with
it's
you.
funny. She was willing to answer, but not answer. Kind of a little passive aggressive. She's like, I can answer them, but not answer. I was asking her certain policies, and she's like, well, I can submit the request, and I'm like, well, is it your policy or not? As far as recording or.
I got you.
Anyway, but yeah, I appreciate your help, guys.
No problem, guys.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Have a great day, okay?
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Yep. Peace out.
That's it.
Yeah. Hey, did you used to play baseball?
I did.
Professional, right?
Yes, I did.
I think I read your profile. What team was it again?
Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Right on, man.
All right. So
I got an autograph. Sweet. Take care, guys.
All right, take care.
Alright guys, well there you have it. They educated them. They felt, I don't want to say bad, but they were probably hoping we'd get arrested or something, or a minimum say, hey, we have to leave or trespass. But that's how it should be. It's all about education, guys. Hopefully next time we come back, this won't happen.
Yeah.
That being said, let's redo our outro. Merced County offices, Los Banos, California. Out here today with Merced County Transparency. Go check him out on his YouTube channel. Tell him Anthony X sent you. I'll leave a link in the description. Make sure to pound that like button. Make sure to follow or subscribe. Show your support by sharing this video. When you do all of this, it really helps me out. And definitely go check me out on my new Instagram, AX1 Audits. Hell yeah, baby. Last but not least,
Oh, boo.
Merced County offices, Los Banos, California. Out of your guys.
Alright guys, that was a good response from the police. They just basically came over here to educate the employees, ease any kind of worries they had, and yeah, they're very cordial like they've always been in my interactions with them. And it looks like we're out of here again. This is Merced County Transparency, and we're out here with Anthony X. No bootlickers, baby.
No bootlicking, guys.
Hell yeah.
Unless that's your thing, then clean those fucking boots. Who am I to judge?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, baby.
Hell yeah.